Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a handoff looking right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12. And
now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
On the tackle.
Now they try the right side here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Marcus, attack! UNT! It's been a long day for you. Hey, check one.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On the counter, Gurley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Atlanta.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jones.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 14, Texans nothing.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
13 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5
From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. But Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Set!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find...
And now Watson throws another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
5-yard line. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
From 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
The score, Falcons 27, Texans nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here we go. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Got one.
Jones, a final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Jones now on first down. He's going to try and go deep again, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Watson. Looking deep here for Ebron. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they try the right side here, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
28.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that is incomplete.
Pass intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
For the Texans.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Lorenzo Carter able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He finds his target, Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Atlanta.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Jones pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The 11-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
and my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Yard line.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.